Welcome back to another episode of Informers Inc. Game Review Blitz. I'm your host, Miles, and today we're diving into one of the strangest chapters in Nintendo's jungle-sized legacy, Donkey Kong 3. That's right, not Donkey Kong Country, not Donkey Kong Jr., but that oddball middle child that nobody ever talks about at the family reunion. This game came out for both the arcade and the NES, and let me tell you, it's a surprisingly fun time, especially for a game that's essentially about spraying a monkey in the butt with a bug gun. Yes, you heard me, that's what we're doing here. Welcome to Nintendo in the 80s. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't grow up glued to this game. I owned it, sure, but it was always just kind of there, like that one friend who always shows up to the party but never brings snacks. So when I finally gave it a serious shot, I was expecting a basic, maybe even boring platformer in the vein of the original Donkey Kong. But instead, I got this Wild Space Invaders meets pest control experience, and I've got to say, I was into it. In this game, you don't play as Mario or Luigi or even Donkey Kong Jr. Nope. You play as Stanley the Bugman, a guy so obscure that even hardcore Nintendo fans sometimes forget he exists. Stanley isn't here to rescue princesses or climb ladders. No, Stanley is here with one goal and one goal only, to keep Donkey Kong from completely wrecking his greenhouse. And how does he do that? With a bug spray cannon so strong it could probably take down a UFO. The gameplay is simple but addicting. Donkey Kong hangs at the top of the screen, shaking plants and dropping angry insects like some kind of evil piñata, while you're down below frantically spraying anything that moves. Your goal? Blast Kong until he retreats off the top of the screen, all while dodging wasps, bees, and other nightmare fuel coming at you from every direction. It's chaotic, it's weird, and it's strangely satisfying. I mean, yeah, it's a little weird to be aiming a chemical stream right up Donkey Kong's lower back region, but hey, it was the 80s. Nobody questioned anything. What really caught me off guard was the difference between the arcade version and the NES port. The arcade game is intense. Everything is faster, meaner, and louder. It feels like the machine is trying to test how fast your brain and fingers can work together before melting down. The NES version is a bit more relaxed. The enemies still come from all sides and the challenge is still there, but the pacing gives you a little more breathing room. It's like the arcade version was a caffeine addict and the NES version is just mildly anxious. One thing that surprised me is how little story the game gives you, which is kind of par for the course in that era. You're just dropped into the action with zero explanation. Why is Donkey Kong hanging out in a greenhouse? Why is Stanley the only guy with access to a bug-zapping super weapon? Are these bees just regular bees, or are they part of some larger insect rebellion? We may never know. All I know is, if you keep Donkey Kong from crushing your flowers, you win. And honestly, isn't that what life's all about? So if you're looking for a totally different Donkey Kong experience, one where you don't play as Mario, there's no barrels in sight, and the main mechanic involves chemically assaulting insects, then Donkey Kong 3 might be exactly what you need in your life. It's weird, it's wild, and it's got that old-school Nintendo charm that somehow makes even the strangest gameplay loop feel iconic. That's gonna do it for this episode of Informers Inc. Gang Review Blitz. If you enjoyed this trip into Nintendo's forgotten greenhouse warfare simulator, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment below, maybe tell me how many times you accidentally let the bugs win, and of course, subscribe for more reviews of games you've probably forgotten you owned. Until next time, this is Miles signing off, and remember, always keep your bug spray close, especially when there's a 500-pound gorilla trying to squat in your attic.
Thank you for watching this episode of Informers Inc. Remember this game. I hope you help support your local content creators by donating on the QR link below. Also, hit the subscribe and hit the bell. And once again, thanks.